Hi, this is Amanda from Berroco, and I'll be demonstrating how to sew a vertical seam on stockinette using the mattress stitch. For this demo, my samples are knit in Berroco Comfort, and I'll be using a contrasting shade of the same yarn to sew my seam so that it'll be easier to see. This seam is worked with the right sides of the fabric facing you, so you can always kind of see how it's looking as you go. And it's also worth noting that in most cases, you're going to want to work this seam one stitch in from the edge of your fabric. So here is my edge stitch, and I'm going to be sewing the seam using these connecting bars that are connecting the outermost stitch with the next one in. And the same goes for this side. Here's my edge stitch, and I'm going to want to work with the little connecting threads between the first stitch and the second stitch in. To get started, I'm going to take my needle and run it through the cast on at the very beginning of my left piece. And I'll leave a couple inches of tail, and then I will come to the other side and run my needle through the cast on that edge as well. And I can pull them a little tighter. And now I'm ready to start sewing the seam. This is how those two pieces look up close after I threaded the yarn through the cast on. So now I'm going to come back to my left side and look for the first little connecting thread that I was talking about, which is going to be right here. And I insert my needle under it and pull the yarn through. And then I come back to the right side and look for the same thing on this side. So I'll just keep alternating. And once I have a few stitches in there, I can go ahead and tighten it up. So the ideal will be that you can't even really see where that join happened. So I'll keep on in that same method, just alternating one side after the other until I have gone the entire length of my two swatches. So I've finished working this seam. I've used up all of the horizontal bars, and when I spread it out you can kind of see where the join is. So now all I have left are the two bind-off rows of each side. So what I'll do is run my needle through the first bind-off stitch on my left side, and then do the same on the last bind-off stitch on my right side. Draw those together, and then I'll kind of poke my needle through some of the selvage that I have on the back of the left side. Here's how the finished seam looks from the front. And then there's how it looks on the back. And that's all there is to it. Thanks for watching.